Team-all defense, shot 39% from 3, averaged 7 assists per game, grabbed 10 rebounds, and finished 7th in MVP voting.
Yo, if he would have got MVP, yo, the world would have been, it would have imploded.
Subscribe.
The dirtiest player in NBA history by.
That is not even remotely true. Like, there are so many other players like Meta Peace. This is some Paul's-worthy stuff right here. But Meta World Peace is definitely one of the dirtiest players of all time. We saw this man elbow a man in the whole entire temple. What are we talking about right now? Right over here. We forgot about that? I know Draymond been kicking people in the nuts, but this man elbowed a man knowing darn well that man was right next to him, bro. He ain't the worst. He one of them, but he ain't the worst. The bad boy Pistons themselves, the bad boy Pistons are top 4 by himself. Bad boys is top 4 already. Draymond 5.
By far.
Hey, he's from Detroit too, right? This was wild.
Draymond himself admitted that punching Jordan Poole in the face might have costed the Warriors a championship.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
Which is crazy because he actually is right. He does actually need help. He does need help. Does need help.
His third ejection of the season, Draymond Green
He did a
has now
lot.
been ejected a total of 18 times.
Make Curry cry. Thumbnail. This is a beautiful picture, though. I ain't gonna lie. This is Sean. Sean. Oh my God. Sean. Oh, what up, my boy? Bow. Good to see you, brother. That is definitely Meta World Peace Jr. I will definitely agree with that. That man is making sure his father's like giving a thumbs up. As I said, Pistons tried to like dead kill people. Like, they were wild.
As a young spectator of basketball back in the 2010s,
Oh, it's this dude.
there was no team I
love
ever
this
watched
stuff.
that filled me with as much fear as the Golden State Warriors did. I consistently rooted for their downfall, but time and time again, the biggest villains in sports emerged from the smoke, victorious once more. It was painful to watch as teams across the league frantically assembled rosters with the sole purpose of toppling this dynasty, only to be left stunned when the Warriors crushed their dreams. When they won their third title in
Praying on another team's downfall is downright just crazy. Because guess what? If that was your team, you would have been not saying, trade that man. I'm just saying. Y'all wouldn't have been saying that. Come on now.
4 years in 2018, the
Clark-
common
yeah, 'cause Clark
belief
was
among
scamming.
basketball fans was that nobody could stop this group. We could have never guessed that
Except
the biggest
him.
threat to this juggernaut wasn't on the outside, but from within. We should have noticed the warning signs.
He was scamming his fans and they got wind of it and they just got tired of it, bro. You didn't hear about it? Cause yo, he had a clothing brand that I actually was gonna buy, that I actually really like. Cause y'all know me, I'm also a graphic designer too. If y'all don't know, P is a graphic designer as well too. And he's very good. So if y'all want some work from him, check him out. But bro had some cool designs, bro. Some cool design. I think it's called Liked Minds or something like that, right? And I liked it, bro. The hoodies were cool, the pants were cool, all that. And then he was scamming dudes off that. And then he had a cryptocurrency. I think it was a rug pull. I think it's called. He had that as well too. And then the fans just said, "Yo, enough's enough, bro. Enough's enough. Yeah, like you're just top tier weird. You're just top tier weird, bro." And if you know our homie Fargo did stuff on him, and he tried to get Fargo out of here, and Fargo was like, "No, you soft, bro." And that wasn't happening because it was fair use. You know how Fargo always does his thing. So it was just bro was just mad corny. He's just mad corny. And ever since me doing this YouTube stuff, bro, I'm realizing, bro, a lot of these dudes, bro, are just losers who got lucky. Keeping it in a being with you, keeping it in a super being with you. A lot of these dudes, bro. Yo, Cop. It was just because he probably had money, most likely, bro. I didn't understand that myself. He was about to go, but get that bye week. This guy. All right. But nah, bro, and it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, I when I see a lot of these dudes and these chicks, bro, I literally see high school kids I used to go to school with. Like, I see it, bro. Except that they just are rich. That's just it.
How, year after year, he led the league in technical fouls, the constant temper tantrums on court, the heated fights with opposing players, the insane confrontations with his coaching staff. All of it was ignored because his team just kept.
He said that? Steve, you soft. Steve, you soft. Come sit me down. Okay. You don't sit your black head down, brother. What?
Kept winning, but you can't win forever in the NBA. That's why once the Warriors
could have won a lot more
with an iron fist, more and more fans began noticing that Draymond Green's erratic behavior was a potential detriment to the team's long-term success.
It was indeed.
Then, this questioning turned into a harsh reality when Draymond did the unthinkable. Everyone remembers the shock when a leaked video was released showing Green brutally punching teammate Jordan Poole at team practice in late 2022. It was a shocking event. The veteran that should have
I'll never forgive y'all also.
been mentoring and
that's a wild picture. That's a wild. Whoa. That's wild. I'll never forgive y'all, bro, for blaming Jordan Poole, bro. Yo, the way y'all were talking about JP, bro, was crazy. Y'all was saying he deserved to get punched. He deserved to do all these different things and He was talking too much. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Draymond Green was choking people out, kicking people in the balls. But the minute this light-skinned brother said he was an expensive backpack, all of a sudden he deserved to get punched in the mouth. That's what let me know how terrible our fan base really is, bro.
Leave me alone!
You can't run away from it. You can't run away from it. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. I never forgive you losers, bro, for blaming somebody for saying words that weren't even close to what Draymond has ever said in a year. I'll never forgive y'all, bro, for blaming him like that. I'll never forgive y'all for doing that, bro. Y'all blame this man for what? But when Draymond Green be wilding out, y'all be just advertising it like it's an ad on your chest. That I ain't gonna lie. That blew my mind. That blew my mind, bro, when that happened. I ain't gonna lie. The way y'all was saying, oh, but Jordan Poole should never pushed him. Oh, so you gonna let someone just invade your space like that? That's crazy. You soft. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild. Wild, bro. I never, the comments I saw for some people were crazy. Like, they were doing tricks on Draymond, bro. They were doing tricks on Draymond, bro. I've never seen that before. I've never seen someone advocate for a bully so much in my life, bro. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. just because he's on our team. Sell the team a game 7 with his anger and Warriors fans. That's what I'm saying, bro. They were still riding for him. And don't get me wrong. A lot of Golden State Warriors fans were being very honest, being very opinionated. They're being very non-biased, and I appreciated them. But the amount that were doing so versus the amount that sat there and we're just pandering to Draymond, bro. Yo, when I tell you, it was like, I say like 20. We're saying, yo, Draymond's wrong. There was about 500 saying you're an idiot. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Remember I sent an AI video, Ghost of Dre? Yeah, I seen that. You going to hell.
and helping his teammate develop had betrayed his trust. The Warriors, who had won it all just a few months prior, never again reached their championship peak.
Well, yo, Clay, what up?
Who had won it all just a few months.
Yo, that's wild. Yo, Clay. Oh my God, my head's starting to hurt. Yo, when he put Rudy in that headlock, bro. I see you, real. Bow. Good luck in classes, bro. When I seen Rudy in that headlock, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was crying, but I felt so bad. Because all Rudy was trying to do was de-escalate the situation. That's all he was trying to do. That's all Rudy was trying to do, bro. It was like, hey, guys, what's going on? Oh, my Lord. And there goes my thingy. Okay. You know, I got to ask y'all, how's the sound? Is the sound good? Bro. Hello? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Rudy ain't do a dick. Yeah, he ain't do nothing, bro. He ain't do nothing. None to nobody, dog. How's the audio, y'all? The audio's good. There's no echo? No echo going on? Can I get a thumbs up? No echo? No echo? Trying to make sure. But, bro. Yo, Clay. Yo, Rudy. He was straight? All right, bet. Yo, Clay, when I tell you, for the aces! What up, family? Bow! Good to see you, man. I listen, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it's about damn time. It's about time! Welcome. Welcome.
Prior never again reached their championship.
Good to see you in the comments, family.
As a result, many view this event as the punch that ended a dynasty, and they'd be.
Why you do it with that edit, bro?
But Draymond didn't just kill the Warriors' championship hopes.
Yo, Clay, I'm gonna kick you in the face.
He also killed two other versions of the team, sinking their chances at success with his selfish and short-sighted actions. In a way, the downfall of three of the greatest teams in Golden State's history can all be largely attributed to Mr. Green himself. This is how Draymond Green stole 3 championships.
That's a fire thumbnail he did too.
Everyone remembers the Jordan Poole disaster, but if you
that boy eyes on demon time. My God.
You talk about the various nightmares Draymond put the Warriors franchise through long before they evolved into a famous dynasty. Since his high school days, Draymond was always known for his fiery competitive spirit and overwhelming confidence. The man literally got a technical foul on his first ever NBA basket.
Draymond Green, his first NBA basket. And it's a 3, and he gets a tossing technical after he makes the shot.
His hard-nosed mentality was one of the many reasons why he succeeded despite being an undersized power forward drafted in the second round. However, the clinching of his first NBA
Dre
title
back
in
then was crazy, though. I ain't
marked
gonna
the
lie.
moment where his justified high self-confidence transitioned into toxic arrogance that plagued the team. It all started at the
And also, I love the way this brother like orchestrates his words. Like he's just listen, just listen, man. I'm sorry for pausing so much, but very good channel. Please check it out, man. Allow that. Wolves teammate not helping Rudy is the no, but because that's what I'm saying too. You got help your man's out. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta help your man's out. You watching Rudy get choked out? Let me know that they ain't really rocking Rudy like that. They are not rocking Rudy like that, bro. There are no way, shape, or form where they rocking Rudy like that, bro. Just none. So that's what it is. I guess. Oh man, Rudy.
2015 championship.
Rudy getting bullied by Shaq now.
Some of the unknown tension that existed between him and his coach.
He had phone passes on too.
He opened up.
He ain't punching no Draymond.
The PR manager of the Warriors strongly recommended he shouldn't speak, since he knew some controversial things would be said. In a moment that should have
that man will bully you to death.
Green immediately called out Coach Kerr in a half-light, half-serious tone.
I'm the only person that get talked about what shots I take and all those things by Steve Kerr. Every time I take a shot, he complains. So that's why if you see, every time I make a shot, I look at him.
Because, brother, you shouldn't be. Draymond, what the hell we doing, bro? The hell you mean? What? You know what, man?
To complain every time I take a shot.
Instead of de-escalating a slightly awkward situation, Green went on about how Kerr hated him at the beginning of the year and probably still hated him.
From the start of training camp, he hated me. That's no lie. He probably still hates me. That's no lie. but we gonna keep winning these championships, and that's no lie.
You might think that this is just a lighthearted joke, but no, there was real beef brewing between these two, and it would reveal itself the very next season.
Yep.
Draymond's problematic behavior continued well into the 2015-16 season, the year the Warriors won 73 games, the most in NBA history. Green's stellar play this year was a major factor behind all this success. This was by far his best year of his career. He finished first team all-defense, shot 39% from 3, averaged 7 assists per game, grabbed 10 rebounds,
Oh,
and finished
D-Raj.
7th in MVP voting. These stats are important to note.
What?
First team all defense, shot 39% from 3, averaged 7 assists per game, grabbed 10 rebounds, and finished 7th in MVP voting.
Yo, if he would have got MVP, yo, the world would have been, it would have imploded. If you let that man get MVP, oh my goodness, golly gosh, we would have never heard the end of it. We would have never heard the end of it. You hear me?
These stats are important
Whoa.
because Green developed an obsession with his numbers. It grew to the point
Bro.
where stat chasing started to strain the relationship he had with his coaches.
What? I never knew
the
that.
First example of this puzzling
It's a great
behavior
video.
came in late November 2015.
I'm excited. It's a great
in
video.
a game against the Phoenix Suns, the Warriors
my
were
Lord.
en route to completing yet another victory to improve to 17-0.
P, if you don't stop.
With a 24-point lead and 4 minutes left in the ballgame, they emptied their bench.
Shout out to Brandon Rush,
subbing
man.
out Draymond Green in the process.
The hell?
But Green demanded to stay in, and shootout then interim coach Luke Walton once.
Sean Livingston is such a bucket, bro.
Why? He was 1 rebound away from a triple-double. 25 seconds later, he was back in
Love
the game,
Sean, bro.
quickly got his coveted rebound to secure the triple-double,
And he scored.
intentionally fouled Devin Booker, and exited gleefully to the bench.
So Draymond does get that triple-double, Jim.
This was just one of the many examples of Green's me-first mentality that we got.
I can't agree with this because we're not gonna act like players in history haven't done that before. We're not gonna act like that. We're not gonna act like players have not done that before, bro. Like, come on now, come on. That's the one thing I don't agree with so far in this video. Other players have probably told the coach before, yo, I'm not subbing out or sub me back in, bro. Let me get this one, ooh, bro. It's having to be Draymond because Draymond can't control his emotions. That's the only issue. Why Draymond's very open when of how he feels. So I can't agree with this one. I can't agree with this one.
To see live on TV. More was to come.
Can't agree with that.
Golden State ended up opening the 2015-16 season with an unreal 24-0 record. Their last win of this streak came in a tough overtime victory against the Boston Celtics.
That was a very fun game.
So the coaching staff came to the conclusion that in the next game against the Bucks, they'd rest the starters. But once they overheard Draymond's impassioned speech about the team being on the edge of history and how they needed to chase the longest winning streak of all time, they quickly dropped these plans. It's important to note that during this major
I remember
winning
that
streak,
steal. That was
Steve
mad
Kerr
funny.
was on a leave of absence recovering from back surgery. So with no strong voice in the locker room, Draymond, the then 25-year-old, smugly
You must be a sick man if you're gonna become the new coach of the Warriors while Steve Kerr is out. Draymond.
took the position as top dog. This entitlement rubbed his veteran
This
teammates
guy,
the wrong
P.
way.
How much he
Maurice
had?
Bates, one of the vets, commented on this issue the following season when he was with LA. He said how Dre was a good guy, but he hurt the team chemistry that year with how he effed up practices, even going as far as to mention how he and Klay Thompson had their fair share of beef that year as well.
Ooh,
Space
really?
didn't like how Green, the youngster, constantly felt the need to yell at the team as if he was some long-time respected vet. It wasn't just Space. who
And
felt
Space
this
was
too.
nice, too.
Steve Kerr, overhearing Green trying to become commander-in-chief, had to temporarily return to the team on November 24th, just to give a speech on how the players needed to remember to keep their mindfulness and compassion. Of course, this
Talking
message
about
was
Dre.
directed at one man and one man only. Draymond's odd patterns were constantly overlooked by Golden State's management. For example, according to ESPN, Green began stealing the stationary exercise bikes from the Warriors' practice facility. Apparently, he was taking them to the sauna and felt that if he pedaled them in the water, he'd lose weight quicker. Imagine the shock when all this ended up doing was destroying the bikes.
Yo, Dre, you a freak. You a freak, bro. Yo, you a freak. You a freak, bro. You a freak. You a freak, bro. You a freak. You a freak. You a freak, bro. What is this? What is this, bro? This is crazy.
Don't ever let this brother become a scientist. No punishment for this negligence was given, because the Warriors felt that Green's mentality was a big reason for why the team was winning so many games, so they didn't want to mess with him. On January 22nd,
that's the
2016,
I'll talk about that
Steve
later.
Kerr was back, healthy enough to consistently start coaching the team for the first time all season. That meant the return
Draymond
of the head
just
honcho, determined to put an end to Draymond's shenanigans.
That face
He had
on him like
heard
that's
all the
crazy.
stories about Green's obsession
don't
with stat
understand, bro.
chasing, and he wasted no time in calling him out on it. On a January 30th game against the league's worst team, the Sixers, the Warriors were unsurprisingly up big.
Boy, how far the Sixers have come, baby. Round of applause for the Sixers, man. How far the Sixers have come, bro. Good to see, man. Good to see. I think normal that teams in fighting were 90s Showtime Lakers. Yeah.
At halftime, Green had a first half stat line of 10 points, 10 boards, and 6 assists. Kerr told him that if he wanted to get that triple-double, it needed to come by the end of the third quarter, because he wasn't going to play in the fourth. This message got into Green's head, but not in the way Kerr had intended.
Oh, Lord.
To open up the second half, Green threw a turnover.
Wait, yo, did they get the Pokemon? They got the Pokemon theme song. Run that back, bro.
Fourth. This message
I
got
love
into
this
Green's
dude,
head,
bro. He's
but not
such
in
he's
the
such
way
a good
Kerr had
content creator,
intended.
bro.
To open up the second half, Green threw a turnover on the first possession. Then he threw 3 more in the next 6 minutes.
Oh, wow.
This uncharacteristically terrible play led to the then 7-40 Sixers mounting an unbelievable comeback, erasing a 19-point deficit. Luckily, the Warriors escaped infamy thanks to a Harrison Barnes game winner, assisted by Green, who
Barnes.
finished with 9 for the game.
For the win in the corner. Good! Harrison Barnes!
The two people we didn't expect,
Afterwards,
Barnes
Greg took the
and
blame for the
Draymond.
scare, saying that we started turning the ball over due to my selfish unselfishness, and it was all downhill from there. Steve Kerr agreed. It was clear that these two's relationship had major strains, all of which negatively impacted Green's play on the court, especially his shooting. In
Oh, Lord.
the 43 games under Luke Walton, Green shot 3.6 threes per game and made 41.4% of them. In the first 22 games of Kerr's arrival, Green's percentage deteriorated to 28% on just 2.3 attempts per game. His shot attempts and percentage from distance had both declined immensely once Steve Kerr returned.
Coincidence? I think not.
The two's beef would eventually reach a breaking point, coming in.
So would you think the reason for that was because of just the mental, I guess, game? Because I guess with Luke Walton, he felt more free versus with Steve Kerr, he felt more under a leash. You think that's the reason why his three-pointer went kind of down? That's the only reason why I can honestly think of a rational reason. Other than that, maybe he just got older? I don't know. But that does kind of make sense of, like, with Walton, he felt more free. Dre was nerfed. He was too he's stupid. I don't know why, but Draymond reminds me of Muscle Man from Yo, that's a good example. Whoa. That's good. That's good, Raj. Muscle Man, I agree with you. That is a good example, son. Wow, he does this. Whatever he does. How you doing, babe? Everybody say hi to my girl. All right. But other than that, though, man, it reminds me. Yo, son. Yo, Raj. Yo, round of applause for Raj for that. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yo, from now on this season, we'll call Muscle Man Green. Unless I got a better name. But that is for sure Muscle Man. Yo, Raj, that's good. That's good, bro. That's good. Raj always getting some good names in, man. He always does.
History.
He always does, man.
Warriors Thunder.
This is a great
the one
video.
that ended in the iconic
This is a great
Steph Curry
video.
game winner. Everyone remembers the ending to this game, but few remember how the Warriors locker room nearly imploded during halftime. At the break, reporters overheard Green screaming from the visitors' locker room at Steve Kerr.
It was a very emotional moment.
OD funny.
At halftime, one player went on a profanity.
Every time I see Sean Livingston, I gotta see, look at my dog, Sean, man. I gotta always say it. I miss Sean so much, bro. Is that Brandon Rush? And Rush, man. I like Brandon Rush too.
Tirade. It was so loud that everyone out in the hallway could hear it. The player was saying, "I'm not."
Yo, we're gonna start doing some anime reactions too, by the way. We're gonna start doing those.
Draymond Green, but I have never heard anything like that coming from any kind of professional locker room.
I know it's random, but I want to start watching. Have you ever heard of Bobo? Have y'all heard that before by any chance? I want to start doing like episodes of that. I want to start doing that, man, on stream, because I love that show. I love that show, bro. Oh man. You gotta get you a girl like mine. No, that's what it's called. I'll show you after. It's called Bo. It's really. I'll show you after.
Players disagree, but that was very loud.
Bo. I'll show you after.
He hollered, "I am not a robot," and responded to Kerr.
There you go, my girl put it down
by saying, "Motherfucker, come sit me down." Then he reportedly went after Kerr physically, only to be separated at the last second by Steph and Clay. The police even considered getting involved. For all this madness, Green was just privately fined a couple $1,000s. No suspensions, no real punishment. By not penalizing Green in these obvious moments of wrongdoing,
the hell's he wearing?
The Warriors had effectively told him that this behavior was permissible. That's why his conduct would only grow worse with time. A few months later, in the 2016 conference finals, the 73-win Warriors found themselves struggling, falling down
1 for 9 is
to the
crazy.
OKC Thunder. In the midst of these frustrating losses,
1 for 9 is
Green
sick.
began taking out his anger by kicking people in the nuts. Yeah, you heard that right. The poor victim was Thunder center Steven Adams, who got kicked twice by Green.
If I had a nickel for every time I was
kicked in the nuts by Draymond Green,
I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
This was when Draymond's mischief started getting called out on a national level. Fans from all sides of the NBA condemned his actions, and he quickly turned into one of the league's most hated players.
He looked kind of normal.
That's why few had empathy
and then
for him when his lack of discipline cost him dearly in the 2016 finals.
Wasn't.
In Game 4 against the Cleveland Cavaliers with the Warriors up 2-1, some contact with LeBron James led to Green hitting the deck. James tried to step over him in a semi-disrespectful manner.
I didn't agree with this, but it was smart. It was smart.
Anyway, this incident handed Green a flagrant 1 foul.
It was smart, Bob Braun. It was very smart.
Flagrants he had collected throughout the playoffs.
Very smart.
To 4, triggering an automatic suspension. This suspension handed the Cavs a boatload of momentum, which they promptly used to win 3 straight.
It depends, P. It depends.
Victory.
There's too many monsters in A right now. Too many monsters.
He quite literally cost his squad a ring, a fact that he admitted a year later.
If I played, we win, of course. So I do feel it's my fault that we lost.
You feel it's your fault?
Absolutely my fault. But I don't feel wrong for what I did at all.
This is the first.
Oh, you on crack? What?
So I do feel it's my fault that we lost.
You feel it's your fault?
Absolutely my fault. But I don't feel wrong for what I did at all.
Send that man to the hospital. Send that man to the psych ward. What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't feel bad? Yo, listen, I understand like you know, staying 10 toes what you did. I get that, bro. But no, absolutely not, sir, no, no. You should regret that.
This is the first championship that Draymond Green stole from the Warriors.
That close,
fueled
good
by
lord.
Selfish actions. But instead of learning from this mistake and growing, Green continued down the path of
Draymond and LeBron are best friends.
All in the year of 2016.
I don't know what that even is.
Slapped a heckler at the bar.
Put that in the
wasn't allowed to leave jail
chat.
until he was fully sober. He had posted a video on his socials of him driving 118 miles per hour on the highway, and he had accidentally posted a pic of his thing to his public Snapchat. Damn, bruh. Can you chill out for a second? Moving away
The
from
fuck is
that,
blood yapping
after the
about?
disappointing end to the 2016 finals, the Warriors brought in Kevin Durant just a few weeks later in free agency.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, KD. This is the worst picture you could have ever done in your life. Because the amount of memes they did with this is absolutely... It's on par with, like, Banksy. It's on par with Shakespeare. The amount of art they did with this, bro, is crazy. Discord, yeah, my fault, Zach. Yo, the amount of just memes they did with this is absolutely crazy. Like, they should have paid you for how much memes that they did. They should have paid you. They should have paid you. They should have really paid you, bro. Because that was insane.
Creating the greatest
shout out to
team
KD,
ever
though, man.
assembled. Winning followed. 2 years, 2 championships. What could possibly go wrong? Well, during this incredible
look at Iggy.
run, Draymond inexplicably began resenting KD.
Excuse me.
From 2016 to 2018, the relationship between Durant and Green had seemed to be just a normal competitive one between two stars. They had their fair share of spats on the court here and there, but none of it amounted to any sort of real drama. However, things reached a boiling point in KD's third season with Golden State. Hanging over the Warriors,
he got that
head
retro
this
music
season
on,
was
too.
Durant's impending free agency plans. His contract was set to expire in the summer of 2019, opening the door for him to leave. Of course,
On this
the media
team,
was all
man,
over
this was crazy.
and theorized about what the superstar would do ad nauseum. Green, overhearing all the commotion and thinking KD was doing nothing to quell the rumors, took this personally. In the late November 2018 game against the Clippers, all hell broke loose.
This is a great video, man.
It started when, with just 10 seconds left, Draymond snatched an offensive rebound that KD tried to get. He then dribbled the ball down the length of the court, seemingly oblivious to Durant's desperate calls for the pass. In the end, Green stumbled and lost control, turning the ball over as time expired.
Before we continue, I'll say this. From my perspective, I still am going to say this until the brother gives his reasoning to why Draymond did this. I'm just guessing that he was going to try to set up Curry, maybe hit him with a handoff, perhaps. That's kind of what I was thinking, but let's see. Let's see.
This prompted Durant to yell at him to pass the effing ball. As a response, Green unloaded a devastating series of insults that crushed Durant's soul. First, he told Durant that he needed to know who he was talking to. He then went on about
he wasn't in the game?
Long before
What?
the of the court. Snatched an offensive rebound that KD tried to get. He then dribbled the ball down the length.
Oh yeah, then I don't know why he did that. Yep. I don't know. Yo, my memory was messed up about that, wasn't it? Draymond, you are crazy for doing this. Wow.
This prompted Durant to yell at him to pass the effing ball. As a response, Green unloaded a devastating series of insults that crushed Durant's soul. First, he told Durant that he needed to know who he was talking to. He then went on about how he had won a ring long before KD arrived. He said that the Warriors didn't need him, called him a bitch several times, and that he should get the hell out of town and go sign somewhere else, since he already has one foot out the door anyway. It was a stunning rant that caught KD completely off guard.
Draymond, so did Draymond at one point.
After the game, the bickering continued. Green went on in the locker room about how Durant keeping his options open in free agency had consumed the Warriors season with talks of what KD
it just consumed you, Dre.
Steve Kerr and head general manager Bob Myers met with Green and told him to apologize. Green, who doesn't like being told what to do by anyone, refused.
Yo, this is yo, bro, been on 1,000 forever, son. Hold on, I gotta show y'all like what. Oh my god, bro. Draymond, please apologize. No. Yo, this is bad, bro.
So he was suspended for a game. Draymond's first public statement after the fact was long-winded, essentially boiling down
No,
to
bro,
how his
you have
emotions
some
got too
actual
hot and he was
emotional
in the
issues.
wrong. He also said that he was okay with wherever KD decided to go in free agency, and that nobody was going to beat the Warriors anyway. It was the closest thing to an apology that we got. Golden State still won.
Bro, I'll say this too, bro, because y'all know this too. But the Golden State Warriors did a terrible job of punishing Draymond for his actions. They did a terrible job. Like they they literally every single time gave him a slap on the wrist. No. They actually absolutely did, Zach. They absolutely did. But it was just the fact of the matter of just like, just the amount of just Golden State just letting him do whatever he wanted always rubbed me the wrong way, bro. It was such an obvious thing, and people in the fan base of Golden State Warriors just let it rock. And I was just like, that's not good, bro. That's because there were too many signs of just consistency of him doing just ignorant, stupid things. And there was too many ignorant signs of them just saying, oh, it's just Draymond being Draymond. It's like, no, Draymond has some mental problems. We need to help him fix this, bro. What are we doing right now? Like, bro, just kept letting him rock, bro.
Many games in the 2018-19 season, but the relationship between KD and Draymond was permanently fractured.
Quinn could look like he is scared.
The Warriors made the finals and lost primarily due to an injury to KD, among other players.
Shout out to KD for playing that game too. Shout out to
Durant
KD.
bolted to Brooklyn. Why? Well, perhaps the biggest reason he left Golden State was because 1, he felt like an outsider, and 2, the fight with Green.
Also, don't forget too, Steve Kerr made a joke, I think, about them not needing KD. I think it was. I don't remember exactly. I apologize if I'm incorrect, but I remember them saying. I remember making a joke about it that I don't think KD enjoyed too much. It was just a very tone deaf joke that was just like, come on, bro, you know.
When asked about this, Draymond completely disagreed, saying that if it was true that KD wanted to leave because of him, the Warriors would have shipped out Green in a second. Around 2 years later, the two met for a relaxed podcast where KD said he left the Warriors not only because of the fight, but because of how the Warriors management reacted to it. Durant felt like they brushed the whole incident under the rug and tried to act
They
like
sure
it didn't
did.
happen. Green felt that the media and management made the fight bigger than it should have been, once again avoiding accountability. Just imagine for a second if Green never spouted the destructive words to KD he did on that night.
I mean, not really, because in all aspects, because y'all know, Zach said Curry needed to win without KD to help his career. Not really, because he beat KD, and then KD joined him. That already was enough. When you have dummies that say things like, oh, you know, what they've been saying about KD and Curry, it doesn't make any sense because Curry didn't join him. And people are sitting there saying, oh, they were begging KD to come. Everybody was begging KD to join their team. What are we talking about right now? Like, I never understood that argument. I thought the argument was really stupid, but it's mostly trolls, people that don't know basketball, so I expect it to happen. But did he need to win? I don't think so, me personally. Am I glad he won? Yeah, because they shut up. But joining somebody's team that beat you, that doesn't make any sense for Curry to have to win another one, because it's just like, bro, you joined him. And then Curry did what he did in the Olympics. Like, like, Curry did something magical in the what Curry did in the Olympics, I don't know if that can be duplicated, bro. What he did in the Olympics was legendary. That was absolutely legendary what he did in the Olympics, bro. For real.
Durant had stayed, Golden State would have easily remained a strong contender for years to come. Instead, they had to completely overhaul their supporting cast once he left.
Yep.
Therefore, this is the second championship that Draymond Green stole from the Warriors.
Sure did!
Caused directly by his loudmouth.
Sure did.
Outside of mistreating his coaches and teammates,
how much Caitlin got? P?
Over the years from 2016 onward, his offense took a sharp decline. His three-point shooting regressed from above average to below average, to the point where most teams started leaving him open on the perimeter in hopes he'd shoot it.
He's spoiling. How much he got?
And was the heartbeat of the Warriors. But to put it simply, he was writing checks that Steph Curry had to cash.
Any of you
People.
that got a problem with me, come kill my uncle about it.
People.
This became a reality for Green in the 2022 finals against the Boston Celtics, where he would have received the slander of a lifetime, if not for Steph bailing him out. Green admits that in Game 3 of this series particularly, he was rattled. Partly due to his poor play, partly due to Celtics fans being racist. He even thanked Steph for carrying him from Game 4 onwards. You'd think being racist. He even thanked Steph for carrying him from Game 4 onward.
And there were people saying that Draymond was a pivotal piece in this finals too, bro. Man, listen.
You'd think comments like these would show signs of a new, more humble Draymond. But no, just a few months after ring number 4, he'd make the biggest mistake of his career. Unlike any of their previous matchups, few favored the Warriors to win the 2022 title. Their ring came in
very salty, Raj,
to the heroics of Steph Curry, along with the excellent play from his supporting cast. Now, with them proving themselves once again, the Warriors were projected by many to repeat in 2023.
Yeah.
Well, we never got to find out how good this 2023 Warriors team actually was. Because just a few weeks before the season started,
now you got him rotting on the Wizards.
Shattered in just a few seconds.
This is wild to see.
On October 5th, 2022, it was reported that Draymond Green had punched his teammate Jordan Poole at practice.
She killing it.
Poole was a young and upcoming guard who
Look
had
at this.
played a vital role in the Warriors' title run. And
I gotta play that back.
Poole was a young
that was such a good move.
Upcoming guard
but you're right.
Who had played a
vital
role
2, bring the ball down,
the Warriors'
left
title run, and was viewed as one of the team's
He was
most
so
important
creative, bro.
pieces.
He was so creative.
Apparently,
He still is.
The two had been jawing at practice. A normal occurrence followed by a not-so-normal reaction. Poole apparently told Dre, "You're an expensive."
Yes, Raj.
30.
Yes, I agree. Having David West on that team, bro. David West was keeping a lot of people in check, bro. He was, bro. So is it crazy for people to call Braun the GOAT? Nah, I mean, yes and no. Like I say all the time, bro. It's difficult for people to understand you having a losing record. I mean, the GOAT. But also understand that the talent level nowadays is crazy. And the team that he played against is literally like one of the best teams of all time. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I understand why people say that. I do understand why they say that. I do understand why they say that. And it's hard for me to disagree. It's hard for me to disagree when we ask some context behind it. It is difficult for me to disagree about that, you know. But after me posting what I posted about LeBron and Jordan a couple weeks ago, bro, I'm learning how many people really do not like these players, and they will find any way to bash them. I don't get it. It just seems very kind of small, private part-ish about it. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I understand the greatness of LeBron. I understand the greatness of Michael Jordan. And like I said about what, Stephen Curry and Magic Johnson, I understand why someone would pick Mike. I understand why someone would pick LeBron. I understand.
Essentially saying that Steph Curry, number 30, was carrying Draymond. There were also some reports that Poole had been talking about how much more money he was going to earn than Green on his next contract.
So what?
Which triggered him badly.
So what?
What really transformed this entire conflict from bad to super bad, though,
be hype for your young
the very
dude.
next day, a video was leaked from the Warriors facility showing exactly what happened. Green got in Poole's face. Poole pushed him away, and Green responded with a vicious right-handed punch to Poole's jaw.
Gilbert said he knocked
Green
him out
had
for
hit
real.
Someone who he was supposed to protect and mentor, shattering the trust that had been built between them. He held an interview the next day after the footage was released, stating how he had apologized to Poole and his family.
But there is like this dark cloud in the room, and I caused that, so I apologize to his family. And just what they've had to deal with over the course of the last 24 to 48 hours.
He then stepped away from the team for 3 days, returning with a fine, but zero suspension from the Warriors. Then something weird happened. The night before Golden State's
Luck's part of the game, though, Zach. I can't blame him for that.
A self-produced documentary talking about the incident. He hardly apologized or reflected or gave his side on anything in this, making this idea useless.
Oh my lord,
I thought he was Steven Spielberg.
But this whole documentary was built around the idea of, well, here's his chance to defend himself and give his side of, what happened here and how regretful he is. But it doesn't even do that.
As a result of this cringe-inducing nightmare, the 2022-23 season for the Warriors was miserable.
Me too, Raj.
They won just 44 games, a 9-win decline from the previous year, and lost in round 2 to the LA Lakers.
Yep.
Green and Poole clearly had a rift between them that impacted their play together on the court. There were multiple occasions where they blatantly refused to pass to the other. Poole, who had a career year in 21-22, saw his stats plateau in 22-23, losing his once formidable confidence. Both Poole and the Warriors team took a permanent step back in play this year, all as a result of the punch. But don't take it from me. Take it from Steve Kerr, who pointed out after the season how the once fantastic environment full of trust and camaraderie had completely evaporated.
Yes, it did,
courtesy
man.
of the punch.
But he crossed the line with Jordan, and he knows it. He knew it immediately, and it made that season incredibly difficult for everybody.
Mike
Lowry. Yo, Raj is stupid. Yo, Raj is stupid.
After this painful season, Poole was shipped to Washington, and Green was
Nah, he was,
$100
man.
million. Boy, you sure showed him his boss, didn't you?
Freaking gifted the man more money and got rid of the dude that's supposed to be next in line to take over the keys, bro. That also pissed me off as well, too, bro. I was just like, brother, all you're doing is showing the world that he could get rewarded for it. Crazy. That's why Brown left the Cavs to go team that would build a better team around him. I mean, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, also, he didn't have Kyrie. Like, you could have had Kyrie and a bunch of trash cans. Y'all still have been straight. Like,
You Warriors. Well, this check allowed Draymond to let loose. Soon
that's how good that
he
duo
spoke on
was.
the
That duo
podcast
was
about
amazing.
how Poole had said some things that, as a man, you just can't say.
Shut up. As a man, you can't say it. Because you spent your whole entire life playing basketball saying things that as a man you can't say. Shut up. Yo, I hate the hypocrisy of people who just sit there and just be on this weirdo activity of just, you can't do what I do, but I can do whatever I want. Like, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. What are you talking about as a man? You called Katie a B, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now?
We know stuff that you don't say amongst men.
Shut
you know what
up,
I'm saying?
bro.
We,
Shut
we,
up.
You,
You
know,
a
we
hypocrite.
know,
You a gaslighter. You got a lot of mental
things that
problems.
You
You
have to stand
tripping.
on. I
You
don't
tripping.
just hit people. Like, I've been in this league 11 years. I ain't even just hit that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
He was trying to justify the punch. Let's be real. It didn't help that right after saying this, he got into a bit
That's
of a
Poole's
fight
dad?
with Poole's dad on Twitter after Pops called him soft. Not to mention, throughout all of this, from early 2023 to 2024,
come
Draymond
on,
had
son.
turned into Stone Cold Steve Austin on the court. Nobody was safe. The man went after everyone. During a normal scuffle between Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniels, for no reason besides pure hatred, he targeted Rudy Gobert specifically and put him.
Yo, that was the most random attack of violence I've ever seen. I want you to look at Rudy, bro.
The man went after everyone. During a normal scuffle between Klay Thompson
Look at Rudy, bro.
and Jaden McDaniels, for no reason.
Like, I understood, like, trying to get Rudy off Klay, but bro,
Besides pure hatred, he targeted Rudy Gobert.
he's been off Klay, bro.
Choked him and dragged him away.
Been
This
off
led to a
him.
5-game suspension. Then the month
Been off
later-
Klay. He been off Klay. Been off him. Yo, that man is a demon, son. He is an absolute demon.
He winded up and struck Yusuf Nurkic, knocking him down to the floor. Why?
How does this result to this? How?
Later, he winded up and struck
How do you do
Yusuf
this?
Nurkic, knocking him down to the floor. Why?
do this?
I don't know. Then he called him a 300-pound softie a few months later.
Oh my god.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the unbelievable moment where he stomped on Domantas Sabonis.
Alright. To be fair, why was Sabonis grabbing his leg like that? To be fair, why was he doing that?
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the unbelievable.
Come on. Like, I understood you want to make sure you didn't get stepped on. I get that at first. But then I was like, okay, he stepped there, cool. He got up,
moment where
he kept holding on. That was weird. Did that mean he's going to get stomped on? No, it doesn't. But I just had to point it out. That was mad weird. He was grabbing his foot. I ain't gonna lie. That was just weird. But for Draymond to do this was, I ain't gonna lie to you,
Stomped on Domantas Sabonis'
even weirder.
chest during a 2023 playoff game.
That was weird.
Taunting the crowd after being ejected.
Because that's a
for it.
heavy
Might
brother.
I add that he received $100 million from the Warriors 8 weeks later? All of these temper tantrums have directly coincided with the Warriors' continual fall into NBA irrelevance.
Wild, bro.
They've gone from champions to the 6th seed to a play-in team, all in just 2 years.
Yeah, no, again, it was
This isn't
smart.
just Green's fault. but it's quite clear he's made life
He was smart. He baited
unbelievably
Draymond.
difficult for the Warriors at many times with his selfishness.
Yeah, that was crazy. Play has great. Oh, craters as Draymond Green punched him in the face. Yeah, his confidence is gone,
Destroyed
bro.
the confidence of the team's most promising talent, all but forcing them to trade him for pennies on the dollar. The Warriors, as a result, have lost much of their roster flexibility. Their final years with Steph Curry, which should have been filled with competitive battles for more rings, will instead end with the team struggling to even crack the playoffs. It's a travesty. This is the third championship Draymond Green stole from the Warriors, with his unrelenting brutality. Amazingly so, throughout this entire saga, from 2015 to the present, Draymond Green hasn't learned anything. He could have pushed his destructive habits to the side after he cost his team the 2016 finals, but he didn't. He could have grown as a man after driving Kevin Durant out of Golden State, but he denied any real wrongdoing. He could have taken a chill pill after trying to
D, what up?
Jordan Poole, but he kept practicing his finest WWE moves on the basketball court. Finally, after a decade plus of unrelenting dominance, the Warriors' reign of terror is over.
They did!
Who would have thought that the biggest threat to the Warriors dynasty wasn't any opponent, but rather a player on their own team?
He did. Raj. Thumbnail. The vet acted like a teen and Poole acted like a vet about it. My dog spitting. You know what I mean?
He did win 4 rings with them, and that you can never take away. However,
that was crazy.
There are 3 direct moments you can point to from 2015 onwards where Green completely obliterated the Warriors' contending hopes with his self-centered actions. Draymond giveth and Draymond taketh. Moral of the story? Get therapy, people.
Facts. Great video, man. Great video, man.